Today is February 7th. I'm just changing this view just a little bit. Good morning. I hope that y'all can see this and hear me loud and clear. As you can probably see, I'm in a slightly different spot. I've got some back-to-back Zoom meetings and had to get over to my office this morning early, so I figured I'd come outside. It's a nice day. It's a little bit cool this morning, but it's a nice day to sit outside of the office here, and I've got good Wi-Fi. I'm just trying to make it so that I can... There we go. So if you're here and you can see me and hear me, please let me know over in the comments section. If you have any questions, please put a question in the comment. If you're watching this later, I don't see those questions live, but I will go through them and I'll get a notification if there's a new question. So if somebody's got a question about something that's happening in Largo, just put it in the comments and we will I'll answer it. If I don't know the answer, I'll find the answer out for you. So a couple of items today. I'm going to start with reviewing what we're going to have today in the City Commission meeting. Today is Tuesday, so we do have a City Commission meeting. We have commission meetings on the first and third Tuesday of every month, and then we typically have one work session on the second Tuesday. Sometimes we'll have another work session a little bit later in the month on that fourth Tuesday. If there's 5 Tuesdays in the month, we have the 5th Tuesday off. Almost always. Tonight's meeting, February is Black History Month, so we will have a proclamation tonight for Black History Month, and we'll talk a little bit about that. We have some items on the consent docket, including Julie Bush will be considered for appointment to the Library Advocacy Board. We do have a change order tonight on that consent docket for the 20th Street reconstruction. I don't see any comments yet. So if you can see me and you're seeing me here on Facebook, please make a comment. Otherwise, I feel like I'm just nobody's able to see it. So a change order on the 20th Street reconstruction. So that's 20th Northwest off of West Bay Drive. That roadway has been I think it's back open now, but there's a sign that says construction will resume in January, and then it was just recently changed to February. These things happen. At issue is where the sidewalk came into West Bay Drive, the pedestrian route. We anticipated there'd be enough room between the utilities that the county has there on the corner, but there really isn't. Bicyclists and even people walking have to kind of go around that, and so we're working with the county to move that stuff. That's the change order for reconstruction of the 20th Northwest. So they'll get back to work on that shortly, as soon as we figure out how we're going to work with the county. Well, who's responsible for what over there. So another thing on the consent doc is as you probably know, we have a fire station in Bel Air Bluffs, Fire Station 43. It's only a few years old. I think when the apparatus bay, when it was designed and built, we simply painted the apparatus bay floor, so we're resurfacing that. As you can imagine, it gets quite a bit of wear with big trucks coming in and out of that apparatus bay, so we're going to resurface that. We also, good morning, Melanie. Thank you for commenting. Oh, I'm cutting out. Let me check on my Wi-Fi signal. That might be the issue. I might be moving a little bit. I'm not cutting out. Okay, maybe it's yeah, it looks like the Wi-Fi is pretty strong here. It looks pretty good. So hopefully it's recording fine, and if you miss something, it will be here. So let me see. We also have on the consent docket a new police canine. So we usually spend federal forfeiture funds for our police dogs. They're not inexpensive, but we use money that's been collected from criminals in the act of crime, basically forfeited money in criminal activity. And that is I believe the way that happens is it all goes into a pool, federal pool, and then we get reallocated that money based on population. So we're going to be spending federal forfeiture funds for a new police dog. A couple of other items on the agenda today is affordable housing changes to the Community Development Code. We talked about that. This is the second reading, so we talked about that once before. Some of the items are minimum lot sizes, some setbacks in some areas, accessory dwelling units, challenges as far as, especially in townhomes or multifamily type stuff. Minimum lot sizes for those are challenging for any type of housing, but certainly affordable housing as well. So we'll be talking more about that today. We also are considering using parkland dedication fees for the purchase of the Pinecrest Golf Course. Pinecrest Golf Course, or the former Pinecrest Golf Course, was purchased by the city of Largo, and we are going to make a passive park, but also a regional stormwater area for that. So a place that will make that area of the town more resilient, less susceptible to heavy rains and storms. So it'll have a lot of capacity for stormwater retention. It'll also improve the quality of the water going out in Cay Creek into the bay. And the added benefit is it'll be a beautiful park, mostly a walking park between 8th Avenue and the Medical Arts District. So I think that will be a great improvement, and it'll serve a really good function for that area. And we're going to spend parkland dedication fees for Pinecrest. Parkland dedication fees are paid into when somebody builds new units, new residential units in the city of Largo. So a small amount of money for each unit is put into a parkland dedication fee, and the reason for that is to acquire new parkland. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing with some parkland dedication fee. Let me see. We're talking about wastewater deep well injection, and we're looking at, I think there's 3 sites out at the wastewater treatment plant that we're looking at doing both an injection well as well as a monitoring well. These injection wells, my understanding, go deep below the aquifer, and then we have a monitoring well to make sure that those injection sites are working properly. So it's an interesting science. My understanding is that the water below the aquifer actually increases pressure, and it slowly seeps back up into the system. But we'll see. We'll talk more about that tonight. Our challenge with our wastewater system is we are under state mandate, and this is it's a good state mandate to protect our waters, our estuaries, etc. But we're on a state mandate to unfortunately it's an unfunded state mandate, but it's a mandate to eliminate surface water discharge of treated wastewater. So currently we're an advanced wastewater treatment system, which means that we treat the wastewater to the highest level or close to the highest level possible. And right now we use half of it goes out through beneficial reuse, like reclaimed water, and the other half goes out through a series of ponds, which in turn treat the water even more before it empties into Old Tampa Bay. So we're certainly concerned about the health of Tampa Bay and the seagrass counts in Tampa Bay, so we want to reduce any nutrients getting into Tampa Bay. So it's a good thing to remove that surface water discharge, but we need to either get a whole lot more reclaimed customers, which is tough and costly, or look at a different place to put it. So that's what we're going to be talking about a little bit tonight. And then we have 12 residential annexations. I think they're all residential, 12 annexations. Maybe there's a couple commercial in there. We do annexations nowadays when people desire to be in the city of Largo, so they want the services and the things that the city provides, so they're within our service boundary area, and we'll annex folks that want to come into the city. So we've got 12 coming in tonight. Well, first reading tonight probably. Let me see some events that are coming up. Let me see if we got anybody else here. Some events that are coming up. Just to mark your calendar, April 15th. You just missed the Shred Fest in January, but April 15th is Shred Fest, and that might be 14th. Let me look at my phone. I might have put 15th because I was thinking that that you can get all your tax documents you don't need anymore and take them over to Shred Fest. But yeah, it looks like it is. It's April 15th. So that is a Saturday, Shred Fest. And that's at the Starkey Road Recycling Center. Summer camp registration is open now, and my understanding is that it's active. It's filling up quickly, but there's still plenty of stuff from full day camps to sports camps, all kinds of different interest camps at each of our recreation centers. So go online and look for summer camp registration if you need to sign up for summer camp. We do have our annual Largo Car Show, which is February 19th. That is a Sunday, and it is at Largo Central Park. If you have a cool old car or a cool car, it's just, I think it's $15 to enter, and you can enter on site that morning, and that is February 19th at Largo Central Park. The Shamrock and Run in downtown, it actually runs right over here. Is on March 11th, which is Saturday. It's an evening run. I don't know. I think the run starts at 6 o'clock. So sign up right now. It is open, and that's March 11th. So that's coming up quick. It's just about a month out. Let me see. We've got ongoing Movies in the Park. So Movies in the Park, our next one is February 10th. So let's see what day that is. That's this Friday. Movies in the Park are always on Friday nights. So we got February 10th. This is Top Gun Maverick is February 10th. The movies start at 6:30 in the park. If the weather's like this, it would be a beautiful day to I think it's supposed to, hopefully that cold front pushes through a little bit later. But February 10th, Top Gun Maverick this Friday. And then on the 17th at 6:30 in Central Park, we'll have Minions Rise of Gru. So it's a Minion movie, Rise of Gru, if you haven't seen that. I think I've seen it. So let me see. We've got some other projects that are going on I wanted to give you an update about. Let's see. Hopefully I'm not cutting out. Melanie said that I was cutting in and out, and Michael said I'm not, so we'll see. Hopefully it's working okay. Anytime you take this outside, it's a little bit funky. So Rosary Road Phase 2. So that is from Missouri Avenue all the way east to Eagle Lake Park. It's a community street and repair, community street improvements and repair to the road, as well as some of the infrastructure along that route. We are looking for community input, so there's a survey online. You can go to the city. Thank you, Ed. I appreciate it. Good morning. There's a survey on the city website, so if you live near Rosary Road, or if you use Rosary Road east of Missouri, please go on there and fill out the survey. It's going to ask about things like sidewalk improvements, speed management, design, stuff like that. So please go on there and take a look at the survey. It doesn't take that long to fill it out, but if you use Rosary Road, please, or live right near there, please take that survey. We have a circus coming to Central Park. It's just about 10 days. It's March 9th through the 19th at Largo Central Park. You can get tickets at the Central Park Performing Arts Center box office. It's a small tent. It's about, I think it's a 500 seat inside the tent. So there'll be several shows, but you want to get your tickets quickly. And it's the Zoppi Family Circus. It's a family that's been in the circus business for a long, long time, and apparently they do a great family-oriented show. And we're going to see how it goes this year. And it's an interesting. It'll be an interesting thing at the Central Park for 10 days, and hopefully you can get out there on one of those days. We have a couple board openings. As you know, we have advisory boards and advocacy boards all across the city in different departments and roles. And one of the ones that we have open right now is, I think we have a couple openings in the CRAB, which is the Community Redevelopment Agency Advisory Board, which is the Community Redevelopment Agency is West Bay Drive Redevelopment Agency and Clearwater Largo Road Redevelopment Agency, which this is West Bay Drive. It's right here. It goes 4 blocks north of West Bay, 4 blocks south of West Bay, from Largo Central Park over to just past the Medical Arts District. So if you live or work in that area, you're eligible to be on the CRAB. So if you're interested or want to know more about it, please reach out to me. If the West Bay Drive District, we look to that board for advice on how to spend our tax increment financing money. That's money that comes right out of this district to go back into the district. So we do a lot of the improvements in the West Bay Drive District with that tax funding. We're working towards getting some of that funding dedicated for the Clearwater Largo Road District, and the CRAB will help administer that as well, help advise us on the administration of that money as well. So if you've got an interest in the West Bay Drive District, please reach out and we'll get you on that CRAB board. It meets like once a quarter. Good morning, Jack. And Kim, tell Kim we said hi. It meets once a quarter, so the commitment's not that onerous. There's new updated City Hall info online. If you look closely, you can see probably a blue fence behind me over that way. That's where the new City Hall is being built. There's information on the progress of City Hall, as well as some of the features of City Hall. It's newly updated with a lot more information on the website. So go into largo.com and kind of poke around a little bit and find the Horizon page, and there's a lot of different links with great information about City Hall and as well as how it's going on the progress. It seems to be moving right along. The last thing that I have on my list, I don't see any questions yet, but the last thing that I have on my list is, you probably saw in the newspaper, Henry Schubert, our city manager, has decided to retire. He actually announced his retirement the same day that Tom Brady announced his retirement. So I think that we're going to have to apologize to Tom because Henry overshadowed Tom Brady's retirement here in Largo. I'll point out that Henry has been the city manager for 7 years. He has been a City of Largo employee for 42 years, which is twice as long as Tom Brady was in the NFL. So there's that. So there's a couple things that were going on when Henry first started working at the City of Largo. It was the same year that Mount St. Helens erupted. It was the year that the United States beat the Soviet Union in ice hockey, dubbed the Miracle on Ice. So if you guys remember that, that's when Henry started working here at the city. IBM was just about to launch its first PC using Microsoft DOS. So many things have come a long way since Henry started working at the City of Largo, including the City of Largo. So congratulations, Henry, on your impending retirement. We've got big shoes to fill, and thank you for all that you've done for the City of Largo. So I hope that you guys have a great week. I've got a couple more meetings, but if you have something that you didn't think about while you were watching this, feel free to put it in comments or just send me a message, and I'll get it taken care of or find an answer for you. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful week, and thank you for joining me this morning. I'm going to find the end button.
Oh, hi, welcome. We're here at Largo Public Library's new Butterfly Garden, talking about some of the great things Largo has been up to lately.
It's truly been amazing because Largo has made so many investments in our strategic commitments to sustainability, public health and safety, and community pride.
Meredy, can we learn more about what has been Largo's commitment to the environment and sustainability?
Absolutely. This past year, Largo's wastewater reclamation facility finished up projects that improve the quality of water leaving the facility so that it's more friendly to the environment. They also started using solar energy. Let's hear from Shelby with our environmental services team to tell us more about how Largo is going with the flow.
We call it the Mid-Plant Project because it has rehabilitated the entire middle of our plant, which is the nutrient removal process. So we're able to take more nitrogen out of the water that comes through. And nitrogen can cause issues within Tampa Bay, so we're actually helping our residents and the visitors to Tampa Bay by making sure we're improving the water that goes to Tampa Bay as a discharge. So we were able to install a 15 kilowatt solar array with 33 panels. It's installed near our warehouse. We would like to provide it on the new operations building, and we would like to talk to some solar companies about the best places to provide it around the treatment plant.
Thanks, Shelby. In support of our Sustainability and Resilience Action Plan, Largo has also partnered with several members of the community who we call Community Connectors. The Connectors are helping us develop and implement citywide sustainability and resilience strategies.
In addition to this great work, Largo is investing in organizational excellence by supporting the team members that work every day to deliver the superior services that drive our collective resilience.
Well, we are so excited as the City of Largo to have been selected as a national top workplace for the second year in a row. We have really understood and come to know and value as an organization a flexible workplace. It not only augments and helps us be more efficient and effective work-wise, it really helps team members address work-life balance. Next, we implemented a new holiday, which is Veterans Day, and it really gives us an opportunity to make a statement to the community that we value our veterans while we really appreciate those that have served in the military. We are so fortunate to be supporting families and offering 4 weeks of parental leave.
Another exciting way that Largo is investing in team members is mental health support programs for our public safety team. Largo's vision is to be the community of choice, not just for those who live and play here, but for those who work here too.
Speaking of public health and safety, the Largo Police Department is moving forward right now with a county-wide shared data system called PRIME that will improve response to 911 calls, as well as implementing body-worn cameras for our police officers. This past year, they also ordered a new mobile command vehicle and built a K-9 training facility, all of which will keep our law enforcement on the leading edge. Public health and safety also includes making Largo safer for pedestrians, cyclists, and motorists. And if you use the Pinellas Trail in downtown Largo, you might notice a few exciting improvements.
And so the focus of this project was to develop multimodal components that connect the community, the bicyclists, the pedestrians, and leisure recreational usage to the community, not only our downtown, but the neighborhoods, as well as our medical arts district. As Pinellas County continues to build out, we have less options to expand the roadways. So we want to provide an alternate mode of transportation. So the term multimodal is exactly that. We want to make sure that corridor can provide vehicle access, pedestrian access, bicycle safety, as well as public transportation. And so this project kind of brings it all together. Allows them to get on and off safely, have amenities throughout here, benches, water fountains, bike racks, shade, refuge, resting.
Wow, that trailhead is absolutely beautiful and really is a fantastic addition to downtown Largo.
It also contributes to community pride, where several significant investments have been made, including this beautiful garden we're sitting in today, as well as something big that's on the horizon in downtown.
The Horizon Complex really consists of 2 buildings. There's the office building and parking garage. And in between the office building and parking garage, there is a breezeway, so it's kind of a congregation space. The most exciting feature really is the first floor of the entire complex because there's retail on the first floor There's public meeting space inside the office building on the first floor, and then there is that breezeway. So really, that whole first floor is something for everybody in Largo.
The future of downtown Largo definitely looks bright.
It certainly does. And there's so much more we could talk about, but for the sake of time, let's just say we can look forward to so many more accomplishments as we finish the projects funded with our $12.9 million in American Rescue Plan Act funds.
Wow, Meredy, that is so exciting. Thank you so much for chatting with me today about all of the great things this past year has brought to Largo.
Absolutely.
And we're so glad you joined us today. Please participate in Largo's budget process, check out cool interactive budgeting tools, and stay connected to what Largo's doing for you in 2023 by visiting largo.com/budget today. See you next time.